The Golden Age of the Sith, issue number 2. Funeral for a Dark Lord. 5 millennia before the birth of Luke Skywalker, at the height of the Republic, daring hyperspace explorers plunge through uncharted space, hoping to discover valuable commercial routes. Young Gav and Jori Daragon, brother and sister, attempt to make their fortune. Their supply runner parents killed in Empress Teta's final unification wars. Gav and Jori have little left of a meager inheritance. When their ship Starbreaker 12 is damaged on a mapping run, Arba the Hutt offers his repair dock on Sinagar, but he refuses to release the ship until Gav and Jori pay him. Though Arba is kind-hearted for a Hutt, he has already trusted them one time too many. Adding to their misfortunes, the merchant lord Kahor suffers financial ruin when he uses one of the brother and sister's mapped routes, and he takes out a contract for their lives. Meanwhile, the Jedi scholar Odin is assigned to the Koro system to assist Empress Teta. The unification wars are over, and the 7 worlds of her system are poised for prosperity. Odin becomes a close confidant of another Jedi, Mehmet Nadel, a personal advisor to the Empress. The 2 Jedi rescue Gav and Jori from Kahor's assassination attempt. The brother and sister know they are doomed if they stay in Sinagar. They have only one chance, to steal the Starbreaker 12 in one desperate plunge through hyperspace, hoping to discover a valuable new route no one else has dared to explore. Breaching Arba's defenses, they roar off in their ship, dodging Sinagar security, punching random numbers into their navicomputer. They vanish into the unknown. The planet Korriban on the far side of the galaxy, unmarked on any map to be found in the Old Republic. A sheltered canyon of tombs and riches, where the Dark Lords of the Sith come to bury their dead, guarded by vicious creatures, abandoned by most other life. The riches lying in the tombs have lured many treasure seekers, grave robbers, but the Lords of the Sith protect their own, showing no glimmer of mercy. Today a new tomb has been opened, and another occupant will be laid to rest in the Valley of the Dark Lords. Ludo Kresh, a powerful Sith Lord, leads the funeral procession. He follows the old ways carefully, observes the rituals. He wants to become the next Dark Lord of the Sith. Marka Ragnos, the fallen Dark Lord. In death, his grandeur surpasses even what he had achieved over a century of iron rule. Marka Ragnos, great Dark Lord, wear this victory helmet during your battles in the afterlife. All hail the memory of Marka Ragnos! His legacy will live for centuries among the Sith people and their rulers. The Starbreaker 12 roars through hyperspace, fleeing from pursuit, eager to explore. The ship's flight path takes her farther than any recorded vessel from the Republic has ever gone. It is either bravery or recklessness, maybe a little of both. Time to bring us out of hyperspace, Jori. Good, because this old ship isn't going to hold them together much longer. Of course, we can't complain since we never paid Arba the Hutt for our repairs. All right, Jori. We made it. We're here. Wherever here is. I wonder if anyone's home. Where are we anyway, Gav? We picked our coordinates at random when we ran from Chorus, and nothing is well mapped in this section of the galaxy. We could be in one of these areas here, but I can't be sure. My guess might be off by 100 parsecs. That's closer than you usually get. Well, our return course is locked in the navicomputer, so we don't have to worry about how to get back home. We can say one thing for sure. Nobody else has ever gone here. But will our route be worth anything to the Navigators Guild? Everything will turn out all right, Jori. Our futures are made. One other ship arrives late for the funeral procession. That of the Sith Lord Naga Sado, arch-rival of Ludo Kresh. We wait for no man, Sith Lord or slave. Let the flames blaze high. Interred with other fallen Sith Lords, Marka Ragnos will spend eternity with his predecessors, while the hapless slaves chosen for the final sacrifice turn to dust over the eons. The final shaft of sunlight is the slaves' only defense against the darkness. until they are sealed forever with the dead. I have come to take my place at the funeral of Marka Ragnos. Go back, Nagasado. You do not belong here. I belong where I choose to belong, Ludo Kresh. Your rebellious actions and experiments are a threat to us all. I command here. You would destroy the greatness Marka Ragnos maintained in the Sith Empire when he was Dark Lord? You shame his memory? Marka Ragnos was the Dark Lord, and I obeyed him while he lived, as everyone else must obey the new Dark Lord of the Sith. By rights, it should be me. Your progressive ways will ruin the Sith Empire, Nagasado. Stepping in dangerous waters, unleashing powers you do not understand. Powers the Sith Lords do not need to ensure our continued domination here. The Sith Empire is stagnant. For centuries we have done nothing but wallow in our riches and relieve our ancient conquest of these worlds. That is no longer enough. Our ancestors, my ancestors, were great Jedi, banished for their beliefs. I will not let that flame be extinguished by our complacency. In orbit above Korriban. Looks very dark down there. I wonder if anybody's home. We won't make any credits unless we explore, so let's get to it. Unless we convince merchants to come here and open trade routes, our information is worthless. Put on your best smile, Jori. Remember, we're emissaries of the Republic. Yeah, right. Empress Teta's crown would melt if she knew about it. Korriban, at the tomb of Marka Ragnos. The face of the Sith Empire must not rest in the hands of a backwards thinker such as you do, Kresh. There can only be one Dark Lord of the Sith. I, Nagasado, call upon the power of the Sith. The power of my Jedi blood. The power of the dark side. I fight for the Sith Empire, Nagasado. You fight for yourself. I fight for the future. And the future is now. This battle will never end until one of us is dead. Stop, Lords of the Sith. You must hear me. Marka Ragnos, but you're dead. Master, forgive us our battles. I fought in your name. The chains of the grave cannot hold a Dark Lord of the Sith. Not when all the forces of the dark side demand that I speak. What is so important that you could not leave us in peace to resolve our own differences? I am vindicated. The great Dark Lord has come to crush you for your sacrilege, Nagasado. Sith Lords, hear my words. Witness our past. Once we were mighty Jedi of the Republic, brothers in the Force. But the great schism between the dark side and the light turned Jedi against Jedi. Our ancestors were defeated, driven off, cast out. But we turned our exile into victory here on the far side of the galaxy. In these unblemished worlds, we found the Sith people treated us as gods. After many centuries, some of us have interbred with the Sith, while others still bear true Jedi blood. Our Sith Empire is great and rich and powerful. This is our golden age. But those times may be at an end. The fate of the Sith Empire hangs in the balance. Choose your course wisely. Fight the correct battles, or else all is lost. Koros, in the palace of Empress Teta, a Jedi awakes from nightmares. The Force is trembling. Images. What have I foreseen? I must tell Empress Teta and Mehmet Nadil. Maybe they can help me unravel the meaning of my dream. The Empress Teta is occupied with other matters of state. I have always treated Gav and Jori Daragon with kindness. They have so little to their names. Their parents were killed in your great unification wars, Empress. But they have repaid my kindness with treachery, stolen their ship, damaged my repair dock. I know your arm of justice is long, Empress, but one other thing I implore of you. Please don't let word get out that I extended credit. Very well, Arba, your secret is safe. But the unified worlds of the Koros system must abide by our laws. If these young criminals ever return to Sinagar, they will realize the mistake they have made. Odin I thought you were resting. I have had a nightmare, a premonition, and because of ancient legends I have studied, I am beginning to understand the images the Force brought me. After Odin has described his vision, the banished evil Jedi are gone from the Republic, perhaps, but not gone from memory. Though it has been many centuries, we are not out of danger. I trust the knowledge of my brother Jedi, Empress. Though it may be difficult to interpret at times, the Force does not lie. Then we will not be unprepared, Mehmet Nadil. Our 7 worlds have gained prominence in the Republic. I will raise this matter when I journey to Coruscant in 3 days. Korriban. You heard the words of Marka Ragnos. We must make peace. It requires more than the pronouncement of a ghost for me to forget my sworn enemy, Ludo Kresh. Remember, Nagasado, the fate of the Sith Empire hangs in the balance. Just look at that spectacle, Gav. Monuments, gold, jewels. We'll make a great profit from this run. All our troubles are solved. Picking up some ships at the bottom of the canyon. Look, I see people. Starbreaker 12 coming in for a landing. If anybody's listening down there. Greetings from the Republic. We come in peace. We're interested in setting up a fine trade relationship with your civilization. I don't think they're interested in friendly trade negotiations. Hey! This isn't going to look good on our report, you know, if we ever get around to making one. They must be precursors to an invasion. We should kill them at once. No, not until we interrogate them. They may be alien spies, or they may be the key to ripe new fields for the Sith Lords to conquer.